There is nothing wrong if you feel like you've outgrown your life, but you don't fully recognize yourself yet. There is nothing wrong if the version of you that knew how to hold everything together isn't working the same way anymore. The part of you that stayed, that adjusted and made things work, even when they weren't really working, there is nothing wrong if you genuinely miss her, because she did work. She knew how to keep connection. She knew how to reduce conflict. She knew how to survive relationships that asked you to be less than who you were. But here's the shift that often doesn't get talked about. At some point, what used to work stops working. And instead of adapting to the relationship, you start noticing the relationship and its flaws. Instead of focusing how things should be, you start seeing how they actually are. And that can feel like everything is falling apart. But you can't unsee it. And you can't go back to overriding yourself. And you can't go back to forcing connection. And you can't go back to controlling the outcome just to feel secure. So you end up in this in-between space where you're not willing to abandon yourself anymore, but you also don't fully trust what comes next in the relationship. And that doesn't feel like growth. It feels like tension, like disorientation. It's very uncomfortable, like you're doing something wrong, but you're not. You're shifting from control into willingness, and from managing connection into actually feeling it, from performing who you needed to be into discovering who you are when you don't have to perform. And that takes time. It takes curiosity, and it takes letting things be what they are, even when that's uncomfortable. So if you feel stuck right now, it might not be because you're not moving forward. It might be because you're no longer willing to go back to what once worked, but cost you yourself.